Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint. It's just finished. Brighton 1, West Ham 1. Any hopes of the Champions League, I think, is dead and buried now. Scott, take us through the starting lineup, my friend.
Fabianski in goal, Kufal right back, Ogbonna, Dawson, Criswell left back, Rice and Souček in the middle, Bowen, Lingard, Fornals, and Antonio up top.
Same we've been wanting for the last few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I got no complaints with the starting lineup tonight. Me and Scott said in the build-up show, I felt it was a bit harsh on Ben Rama to be dropped tonight, but Bowen's still a good replacement to come in. Look, boys, you know we're going to sit here and talk about the game, but I'm gutted. I'm really disappointed with that tonight because going into the game, we was playing a Brighton team that was not at their best, not at their fullest. You know, suspension. Their two best players were out today, and we just couldn't take advantage of it. And when it comes to the crunch time of the season, when you look back on it, people can sit there and maybe say, all right, you can blame the board for not strengthening in January, but you can pretty much, when you get in these last few games, you can blame the players as just as much as the board.
I mean, it's one winning 5 now, isn't it? You know, that's not the form that got us where we are.
That's the thing, mate. That is exactly it. We've just took a dip in form at the wrong time of the season. You know,
it always happens every season. Everyone has a dip, but we've had it at the business end of the season when we really could do without. Like we can't afford to have the dip.
No, and that's the thing. And other teams around us who have been dipped in form are now picking up form, and the next 2 games now are huge. Look,
I'm going to be honest. It could have been a lot worse. We could have lost that game tonight. So we got a point. So did we deserve all 3? No, did we deserve all 3? Probably not. I'll be honest. I think both defenses were really good tonight. It was our final ball in the final third. We just couldn't find that killer pass.
But we're getting into some good positions first half. 3, 4, 5 times even I can think of where we got into some good positions, but our crossing, our set pieces, which have been our strength all season, are suddenly sort of deserting us, aren't they?
That's it. This is the thing. It's when you even look back at the Burnley game, we played really well in that game. Our decision making in that final third has been so off the boil. And again today, I was sitting there and thinking we could play all week and still not score. And then they go and get their goal, which I, on the balance of play, can probably say they deserved their goal. I'll be honest. I thought overall in the game we were the better side. But I
think we were the better side, but I think we just didn't create enough. I mean, Antonio tonight, I don't like criticising Antonio a lot, but I thought he was really off tonight. It was just his decision making, his final ball. Like, how many times could he have played someone through and he either hit it over against the defender or he cut back? It just there wasn't something there tonight, and I can't put my finger on it. To be fair,
I thought Lingard looked quite frustrated tonight, didn't he? At times, I think, especially in the second half, he looked really frustrated.
Yeah, we just don't lack that intensity, that high tempo for 90 minutes. You saw it towards the end of the first half how we had that tempo, that quick passing, and to be fair, we should have scored. We should have done something in that last 5 minutes of that first half. The game sort of come to life then, and we got better and better as in that half, in that final 5. But it is just it's that decision making. Look at the chance where Fornals went through. He skips, great bit of skill to beat the defender. He gets through. Bowen's beside him. He's only got to play the ball 5 yards to his right, and Bowen's got a shot on goal. He takes that extra touch, which then bundles off to the goalkeeper. It's again that decision making in them split seconds in that area where we need players to be on point. We're not on point, and this is why now we're dropping off. You know,
Yeah.
you heard the commentator saying, why are we not pushing the fullbacks up? It's do or die. And then we don't push the fullbacks up until we go 1-0 down.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating. So frustrating.
It is frustrating, but look, if you're going to take any positives, well, at least we're being frustrated on missing out on the Champions League and we ain't dropped points tonight to stay up.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, first half, there's not really much to talk about first half, is there? It was one of the worst first halves I've watched for a little while. You know, two teams trying to figure each other out and no one knew what to do. As Graham said, Lingard was a bit frustrated tonight. There was a few tackles went in on Lingard. I think they targeted him, didn't they?
Yeah.
That midfielder, I'm glad he picked up that early yellow because he kept away from Lingard after that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was their game plan to rough him up a bit and try and stop him. Yeah, and I'm not going to say it worked because I just feel that Lingard didn't have enough around him tonight to influence the game any more than what he did. Like you said, Antonio had an off game tonight. He wasn't. It's one of them. He didn't play bad, but he wasn't electric. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, he was a 7 out of 10. He weren't an 8 or a 9. And like we were saying in the build-up, right, we needed 8s and 9s today. We needed, you know, players to grab the game and go on and win it by themselves. And
Thing is, I think I might go back and delete that build-up show, Scott, because I think we're going to get trolled on that, mate. Because we were so confident, weren't we? Like everyone in the chat, when we see the teams, we was confident going into it. We thought, you know what, West Ham tonight are going to turn up and they're going to put in a performance like they did the other week against Burnley and really go for it. But I don't know. And you can't even blame the manager. I can't even see anyone that's going to come out and blame David Moyes because at the end of the day, David Moyes can only do so much. Is that when them players cross that white line, it's up to them. David Moyes doesn't miss the chances. David Moyes doesn't place the balls. You know, it's down to these players. And, you know, they've done so hard they've worked so hard this season to get in a position they're in. And I'm not saying they're bottling it. I'm not going to say that because I don't think they are bottling it. I just think that we haven't got that killer edge. We haven't got that game changer at the moment. Where 5 or 6 games ago we did. We had a Jesse Lingard that would kill a game, change a game for us. But look, it is what it is. It's disappointing tonight. But
do you think set piece wise teams have worked us out now? Because we're struggling to score set pieces now.
Yeah, but to be honest, mate, I think the deliveries tonight as well weren't great. You know, there was a few that didn't even clear the front stick.
Yeah, I agree.
Or they, you know, when we got into the crossing positions, we overhit them. And I don't know. Do you think maybe it's all just all the game because we've had a small squad all season? Do you think it's all just catching up a little bit now?
Yeah, but we're only playing 1 game a week. You know, so
until this week.
Until this week when we've got to play West Brom. But we're only sort of playing 1 game a week, and we look knackered. You're right. Maybe it is catching up on us a little bit, but we've still got good enough. These players are still good enough, you know, to win these type of games. It's just not happening.
No, that's it. That's it. There's just something not clicking. You go back to. We're saying like we've only played 1 game a week. You look back to when we were playing, you know, 3 games in the space of 9 days and stuff like that. We were flying, you know, and we were playing some of our best stuff. It seems to be we're suited with the players we've got to play like that. But on the other end, like you said, we look a bit leggy at times. And
it just didn't seem to be breaking with the pace we normally do tonight.
No, a lot of times when we broke forward, we then played the ball back. You know, I just don't know. I just really don't know.
There was a couple of times that were frustrating where you think, you know, it's on here to break, and then pop it into centre mid, and then a little laid back into the centre half. You know, it's
and can anyone really sit there and put their finger on where exactly we're going wrong? I said, apart from that, the sort of decision making in the final third, I think everything else is fine.
Yeah, I think defensively we're all right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, Declan Rice, it was his first game back today after 6 games out, so we couldn't really expect that much of him, really. But I thought he put in a good shift tonight, a few good tackles, breaking up play. But even sometimes even when you look right at the end, in the 91st minute, when he hit that ball down the wing, was it Souček chasing it? And Declan Rice overwritten, it ran out of play.
Yeah,
you know, and David Moyes was right to be frustrated. You see him shouting at Declan, but yeah, I mean Bowen for me as well. He didn't have the greatest of games today. I don't know, mate. It's very frustrating, but look, we're still in with a chance. You know, we've got 2 massive games coming up now this week. West Brom. Listen, we need 6 points. 6 points. Anything less than 6 points, then that's it for us. What is Europa? It goes down to 7th now, doesn't it? So yeah, if we win the next 2 games, we get Europa League football. If we get a win and a draw, there's still a chance. We lose the next 2, that's it. The other teams will pick up more points.
And you look at the other teams that are in and around us now. That, you know, even when we were talking about the Europa Conference, you know, even that's in doubt if we don't get 6 points in the last 2 games. You know, but we're now Liverpool above us now, aren't they? You know, so we're sitting what we 6
now. 6, yeah.
Tottenham 3 points behind us, I think, and a better goal difference.
They've got a game in hand as well.
Yeah, so that puts us down to 7th. Yeah, that puts us down to 7th, and then you got the chasing pack. You got Everton who are there and thereabouts. You know, you got Leeds got a fantastic win today.
I think we ain't had much luck over the last couple of weeks, so we need a little bit of luck. So we need a couple of results to go our way. But when I look at the fixtures these teams have got coming up, you know, apart from the only game that if we'd have won tonight, Leicester Chelsea would have been massive on Tuesday night, but we might as well count that out now. You know, we've got to worry about just win these next 2 games. You know, West Brom's going to be a difficult game on Wednesday night, but I don't think West Brom are defensively good as Brighton are. So these players need to be on it, and we need to. We struggled to break down Everton last week. We struggled to break down Brighton tonight. Listen, we ain't even mentioned the goals yet, but Syed Benrahma, I'm so pleased for him. What a goal! What a finish!
Yeah, it's great. Finish.
That's what we needed, and that's what he needed. Hopefully now that's the catalyst to push him on and go and get another goal and another goal. You know, the pressure's now off of him looking for that first goal. And to be honest, if you're going to get the first goal, what a crucial goal that could end up being. You know,
it's such a shame that wasn't the winner.
Yeah, exactly. It was a beautiful finish, absolutely beautiful finish. Yeah. You know,
no keeper would have saved that.
No, exactly.
Perfectly in the top corner.
Then again, I thought Danny Welbeck's finish was good as well. That was a great finish from Danny Welbeck. We spoke about him on the build-up show, didn't we? That we knew that he's got that in his locker, and he beat the offside trap, you know, and he's chipped it over Fabianski.
It was a great finish. That's a good goal, really.
Yeah, you know, Welbeck's one. It was a striker's run and a striker's finish. And I hate to say it, that's what we miss. We miss an out-and-out striker. You know, we don't have one. Antonio isn't an out-and-out striker. You know, and this is the problem we've got. And this is the problem that we've been left with because we've lost Hilaire. You know, there's at the end of the season, certain decisions that we've made within this season are going to define what has happened. And the good thing about cutting to the end of the season, we can look back at it and go, right, well, this is where it went wrong. This is where it went wrong. At the moment, the games it's the players. It's the players getting it wrong because either they don't believe in themselves enough to go on and win these games and get us into Europe, or, you know, the slight lack of intelligence maybe and lack of quality in some of the players that we're not seeing that decision making in the final third. You know, Fornals, I thought was good again today, but he's one I've pinpointed all season. His decision making in that final third sometimes lets him down.
I'll tell you what, he frustrated me when that ball come in and he tried to do that back flick when he could have controlled it. And all right, he might have thought the defender might have been more up his arse, but let's still bring it down, still control it, and then worry about where the defender is. Why are you trying to do it? And he was about, what was he, 6 or 7 yards out? What's he fucking trying to do there? He ain't Ronaldo. More like Ronald McDonald at some points.
And this is the thing: it's you know, certain players in that position put that away.
Yeah, you know, it's like you said earlier, he's got good position. He only had to roll it 5 yards to his right.
Yeah,
poor decision making.
Yeah, and that's the most frustrating thing. I ain't going to get on his back too much because I thought he had a decent game tonight. I thought he worked tirelessly again. He got into good positions, but it's just that final decision making.
Yes, we didn't. I don't think we played that.
No,
we didn't play badly.
No,
Like I say,
exactly.
it was just the decision making in the final third. I don't think we played badly.
We didn't play badly against Everton, but we just got nothing up top. We're not creating that many, and what the chances we are creating, we're not getting most of them on target. I think we only have 2 on target tonight.
And that's
it's not good enough. No, it's not good enough when you're this end of the season. It's not good enough, and this is why that we're probably going to miss out on. I don't think we had any chance of the Champions League before this game, but mathematically we still had a chance. But I think mathematically we can still make it, but it's not going to happen. No chance.
Exactly.
No chance.
And that's the thing. It's what, in 2 games we've had 3 shots on target, 4 shots on target.
Yeah. We've had about 60 chances.
And that is the problem.
When you think like in a few weeks ago, we went like 4 games on the spin, scored 3 goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were scoring for fun.
That's it. It's sort of one of them things where we've used up all our goal tally, haven't we? You're only getting a certain amount of goals a season. You've used all them up now. It's just so when you look back at them games and the way we played, defensively we were a bit shocking at times, but the build-up play and then the decision making in them games where we put them 3 goals away in the Arsenal game and the games that followed, that decision making's gone. And is that the pressure of pushing for this top 4? Is that now the pressure of you need to win games to stay in the European spots? Is that pressure now getting to the players? And that's why the decision making is going like the way it's gone.
Fuck the players, Scott. It's getting to us.
Oh, exactly, mate. Exactly. That's it.
You're doing my absolute nutting.
That's it. You've gone from.
I still enjoyed the season.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Gray. It's been a great season. It's more than what any of us could have ever dreamed of at the beginning of the season. But the thing is, we've had a massive opportunity these last couple of weeks. You can expect to lose to the Evertons because Everton are a decent team. But tonight, Brighton were all like their team at the moment. Their squad's all over the place. They're 17th in the table. They were there for the taking tonight, but we just didn't take we haven't taken a massive opportunity tonight and we've wasted it. And the thing is, we'll probably miss out now. And when we look back at the end of the season, when we do our end of season review, we look back at games like this, and we think just if only. But West Ham have got to stop being if onlys. Exactly. We've got to start making these things happen.
And that's it, mate. And that's like you said, you get to the end of the season, there'll be games you look back on, this being one, the game at the London Stadium against Brighton being another.
I think the Newcastle game away will be one we'll look back on. And
there'll be quite a few.
It's another stat to add, Scott, to our build-up shows next year that we ain't beat Brighton for how many games. Now, they're such a fucking bogey team, isn't they?
Yeah.
We just can't seem to beat them. We just can't. They've just got something over West Ham in the Premier League.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It just used to be Everton. Everton used to be our bogey side, and Everton, to an extent, still are. In history, they're one of the sides that we've always struggled to beat. But now Brighton are just that they're our modern era bogey side, aren't they? It's
it's always teams it's always teams you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, exactly. But as we said, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, and it wasn't. So
get positive Pat out. Go on.
Even she's fucked off. Even she's got young. Fucking. She's pissed off, Pat.
Pat's pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought Soufal was good tonight. I thought getting up, defensively is very good as well. Another good performance for him. Creswell, bit quiet tonight from Creswell. Didn't get us forward as much, did he? And when he did have opportunities, he couldn't even beat the first man. Souček had another half-decent game. Wasn't really a threat. He had that one chance, didn't he, with a header where he beat their centre-back. Just from thinking about it, Dawson had that great chance, didn't he, right at the end. He caught it too well. Yeah. He's trying to find that bottom corner. Fucking get your big nut behind it and stick it in the top corner, not the bottom corner.
That's the thing. We had other chances, didn't we? We had the block shot that looked like it was going in. The one they blocked, I think, in the was that towards the end of the first half. What Fornells? When Fornells, when the one he took, the keeper's come for it and got nowhere near it, and he's got all day to cross the ball, and he crosses it straight at the goalkeeper, and he just goes, "Yeah, cheers, thanks for that."
To be fair, though, I think that would have been called back for offside if that.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been
offside, no. Do you know what? Ben Rama come on. There was a point where Ben Rama come on. It was about 5-10 minutes after he come on. I was thinking to myself, he's hardly touched the ball. He's not looking for the ball. And I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to take this opportunity. Come on, Ben Rama, do something. And then the thing is, he's popped up with that goal. And then it come too late because straight after, the first thing he was doing was looking for the ball and he was buzzing. And if we'd have had an extra 10 minutes, we might have gone on to nick that game because we was looking. But then it just comes too late. And that's going to be the story of our season. We left it too late.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I totally agree. And that is going to be everything about this season will probably be like that. It was far, far too late. And like you said, he got that goal. He gets that goal 5 minutes earlier. We go on and win that game, I feel, because like you said, it just lifted him. It just lifted him, and it was for a player that still hadn't scored for the club. That was a finish of a player that's on 15, 20 goals in the season. That's a confident strike, and it was perfection. Yeah, it's perfection. From you watch it, he's curled it. He had to get one. Inside.
He had to get one. He's had about 90 shots this season. So he had to get one.
Exactly.
But, hopefully he'll get one or two in the last couple of games. Give him the.
Look, if he gets the winner against West Brom and the winner against Southampton on the last day, then he gets us European football, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's it. We just now need two big performances, two big pushes from the team to go on and get them 6 points, and then we finish where we finish.
Hands up if you're frustrated. Fucking West Ham! Why'd you do it to us? But do you know what? It's at the right end of the table, isn't it? Do you know what? I've just looked down. I've just seen Nicky sitting there. I didn't even see him sitting there.
He just popped in to raise his hand. He's popped back out again.
I'll tell you what, though. I know a few Leicester fans watch us, don't they?
Yeah.
Big congratulations to them today. Their first FA Cup.
Fuck Leicester. Fuck off, Graham. Fuck Leicester. They've won the FA Cup. I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck them. Let's worry about West Ham. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, well done, Leicester.
To be honest, mate, we still need them to do us a favour, don't we? Last game of the season.
We need everyone to do us a favour.
That's that now. As the Chelsea game, them against Chelsea, there's no thingy over us now, but we need them to turn Spurs over. I'm sure it's Spurs they got last game of the season. So we need to be cheering for Leicester on that day because that's the last thing we could do with now is them losing both their last two games.
Oh,
because Tuesday they got Chelsea, didn't they?
Yeah, Tuesday got Chelsea, and then
that's a. Well, I'll say that Liverpool are up their arses now, so hopefully Leicester turn up and.
You need Leicester needing a win against Spurs last game of the season, no matter what. So,
it's really
unfortunately, destiny's not in our own hands at the moment.
Maybe that's a good thing though. When it has been in our hands, we've fucked it up.
Yeah, but I always say if you're relying on other teams to do you a favour, you haven't done enough yourself.
Well,
let's be fair though. There's a lot of teams this season that have ballsed it up when they've had the chance, haven't they? That's why we was fourth and fifth for so long.
Yeah, that's it. We're now doing what other teams have done earlier in the season. We're now doing the Spurs, aren't we?
We've just lost form at the wrong end of the season, at the wrong time of the season.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Right, I don't think we've lost form. I just think we've run out of steam.
No,
I just think.
You look at the last 5 games, we've lost 3, 1-1 drawn. So
that's what I'm saying. I think it's all just come. All our chickens have come home to roost at once. I just think we've run out of steam. It was always. I mean, that performance, I got him on my T-shirt, but that performance from Mickey Antonio tonight was what I think was a disgrace. I think it was borderline. Like most of the time he was walking around walking, and I'd be a hypocrite. I'd be a hypocrite if I sat here and defended him when I've sort of like coated Sebastian Haller for doing the same. I'd be an absolute hypocrite if I did it. So I've got to criticise him. He spent most of the half walking around, and I don't know whether that's because he's not fit, he just can't be arsed or whatever. But it was a disgraceful performance from him today.
I wouldn't say so much a disgraceful performance. It was an off performance. It was an off performance.
But he's had a few of them, Scott.
But that's a disgraceful performance is what Antonio was putting in at times previous seasons. The seasons when I was calling for him that he should be out of the club. He's had an off game today. I get what you're saying. He was very, very frustrating today, but you can't expect every player to be bang on point every game, every match. He has to have an off game. If he has an off game tonight, so he's got Wednesday to put that right, or Tuesday, whenever it is. I'd rather these next two games now are games where he needs to step up. As I said earlier on in the build-up show, players need to grab the game by a scruff of the neck and go on and win it themselves. And
that's what I'm saying. We ain't got someone like that at the moment. As I said, 5, 6, 7 games ago, we had Jesse Lingard doing that, looking for the ball, creating stuff. He's not doing that at the moment. And,
but maybe that comes because Antonio's took his position. It seems to be that since Antonio's come back, Lingard's lost form.
Yeah, but we can't criticise Antonio because
I'm not going to criticise him too much, right? The only reason I won't criticise him too much is again, the same reason.
If Antonio was on the bench and he wasn't playing, then people would be saying, "Well, why ain't he playing?"
No, I totally agree. But what I'm saying is that with the Haller situation, I said the same thing to him, and I was fair. I didn't like Sebastian Haller. I thought he was the laziest, one of the laziest players we've ever had walk through the doors. But I didn't fully blame him because he didn't fit the system, and I always said that he didn't fit the system, and there's no one to challenge him for his spot. And that's the same as Mickey Antonio. He fits the system all right, but what Mickey Antonio gives you, if he doesn't give that energy and that rawness that he does, there's not much to him as a striker.
I think he was giving the energy tonight. I just think things weren't going for him. I mean, you look at that, and he made a great point when he had that 50-50 challenge with a defender in the box, and they got a free kick, but that defender done exactly the same to him in the centre of the park and didn't get nothing. So it's just frustrations tonight. I think.
I don't think that's either near or there. I just think it wasn't his best performance. And as I say, I'd be a hypocrite if I sat here.
As bad as you say it, saying he was.
He walked a lot around for a lot of it, Gray. He walked around for a lot of it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not, look, as we said, we're going to look back at this at the end of the season and we'll pinpoint where everything went wrong. And look, we all know where the base lies. And as much as he was pony, and some of his performances were pony, there's chances that players have got in positions that Haller would have been in and he would have put them away. So, but that's by the by. We ain't got him no more. Well,
can I just remind people that Haller did leave the club in January, and why we're still talking about him?
I'm just making a point of the fact that everyone coated him off, and he was a striker and a natural striker, and that's what we're crying out for.
I think what Antonio's done for us towards the end of last season and this season has been amazing. And and I don't want to start getting on his back because he's had one off game. No. I think there's a lot of players. I think Jesse Lingard's been off the last 3-4 games. I think Fornals has been in and out the last 5 or 6 games. There's a lot of people that we can sit here and criticise, but it's because I was going to say we lost. It feels like we've lost tonight, but we've still got a point. We've still got a point. As we said in the build-up show, Scott, it's not the worst result a point. But we needed all 3 to have any slim chance of trying to get in that top 4. But look,
we didn't lose. That was the main thing. We were put in a position where it looked like we were going to lose. We showed a bit of spirit and got a goal back. And that's
the thing. They showed character at the end. Showed a bit of character.
I'm seeing people in the chat saying that like Antonio's lazy. I don't think Antonio's lazy at all.
No, he's not lazy.
He runs his bollocks off. I can say that.
You can't call him lazy.
He runs his absolute bollocks off, Antonio. And let's be honest, Antonio's not even a proper striker. Fuck me, a few seasons ago, he was a right back. Then he was a left back. I think, didn't he play 3 games in goal at one point?
No, he's the opposite. He's the opposite to lazy. He's not lazy at all. You never know what's up with him. That's the problem. You never know what's up with him. You know, he's walking around tonight, but I always say,
they never hear me slating Bowen. I slate Bowen, and then he's also saying he's bang average. Well, he's bang average, but he's got 8 goals this season, and I think he's one of our top assists. So if that's bang average, I'll be happy with that all day long.
The thing is that Bowen's not got going lately. You know,
because he's found himself out of the team. Yes, this is the problem. He's Ben Rama. There's a lot of people that call for Ben Rama to start, and he had a great run in the season. Then he got dropped, and he dipped in form. I'm one. I thought it was harsh for him to be dropped tonight, but when he's come on, he's proved his point to start next week.
And that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see players do. Is the game any different if Ben Rama starts? We'll never know. But he done the right thing. He come on, and when we needed a goal and a key goal, he went on to get it. You know, this is what we need. We need more of that in these next 2 games. Look, West Brom isn't going to be easy.
So I'm just glad we showed a bit of spirit. You know, we showed a bit of spirit. Went a goal down late on, and showed the spirit to come back.
I disagree, Gray. I don't think there was much spirit tonight. To be honest, wasteful. But it's been wasteful.
Yeah, we said that earlier, like final third. Yeah, the final. It's the decision making in the final third. We were saying earlier, like they rode over it or under it. Whereas earlier in the season, our main threat come from set pieces and crosses. But for last,
I don't think a draw. I'm going to be totally honest with you, Gray. I don't think a draw against a fucking depleted, fucking stripped down Brighton is a spirited result.
Hang on. I think you're being a bit harsh on Brighton there, mate, because they're a well-drilled team, and Graham Potter, no matter what team,
right? But they're missing a lot of players. They've got their midfielders playing like right and left back and things like.
But that's what good Premier League squads do. They can adapt and play in different positions.
There's no easy games in the Premier League. There's no easy
games. But when you're looking at teams like that, when you're looking at teams that have fucking been stripped down to the bare bones, you should be beating them. It's more or less a full fucking side we got out.
Yeah, but the thing is, Nick, is look at their stats. Right? They've got 8% conversion rate of the chances that they create. If you look at the chances, if they put away the chances they create, they're a top of the table side.
Defensively, they're a good team, Brighton, and Graham Potter. You know, he's a good manager, and they're
17th in the Premier League.
Yeah, because
I know they're 17th in the Premier League, but so what? That gives us a God-given right to beat them then?
No, I didn't say it did give us a God-given right to beat them.
Hang on, it was only about 5 or 6 weeks ago that West Brom, that was second from bottom, went to Chelsea and won 5-2.
Yeah, so I don't say it's got a God-given right to beat them, but it's a very, very good opportunity to go there and get the points.
Of course,
and they are stripped down. I think that's. I can't see the positives tonight. I can see Ben Rama's goal was a positive. I just can't see. I can't see what you said about. A spirited comeback and all that. It's not a spirited comeback. We should be winning that game quite comfortably.
How many times have we been the team in Brighton's position, and the team have come to us fully expecting to roll us over? Chelsea last season, for example, when we were fighting relegation and we beat them 3-2. You know, you've got to earn the right to beat teams. Don't just because they're 17th or whatever.
What I'm saying is we didn't earn that right, Graham.
But that's it. That's the thing. It's nothing to do. Brighton were there for the taking. Brighton had their best defender out. You know, they were there. They were there for the beating, and we didn't take that opportunity. That's on us. That's on the players. That's not on the manager. Someone said in the comments, Moyes was negative. I don't think Moyes was negative. I thought it was a positive.
I don't understand. I don't understand how. I don't understand how people can sit there and criticise Moyes for tonight. As I said, he's not the one fucking on the pitch playing the through balls and the under it and over it passes. Exactly. He's got the team out that everyone wants. So it's down to them players when they get across that white line. It's down to them. And you see today that, you know, Brighton sat back. They sat on the edge of their box. You know, we can't break teams down. That's the difference between top teams and teams like us. You know, top teams have got players that can break and grind out results. We ain't got that.
No, because and that all stems back to the decision making in the final third.
It doesn't. It don't only stem back to that. It stems back to investment and not having centre forwards and not having choices. Yeah, that's what it stems down to. But no one wants to hear about that. No one ever wants to hear about it. You start moaning about it, someone will tell you shut up.
No, it's not that. But there's no point moaning about it when you can't do nothing about it.
But when you can do something about it, why don't we moan about it then?
All right, so let's sit here now for since the end of the transfer window. Every post-match point going, we should have got a striker. We know we should have got a striker, exactly. But there's nothing we can do about it. So we just have to get on with the players that we've got, get behind them, and fucking and do that instead of just
get behind them. Yeah. We did get behind them.
But then you're sitting there going, we didn't sign a striker in January. We all know we didn't sign.
We didn't. But when
you wanted the only striker we had in the club out the door because he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Well, he was still a striker.
So why would we fucking sign another one? Why would you let one go and not sign another one?
But then we brought in Jesse Lingard, who scored 9 goals. We might not have brought in Jesse Lingard, brought in a striker that might have scored fuck all.
Yeah, so that's it. It's one of them things.
Listen, you can't put the excuses. We signed Jesse Lingard on loan. We had £25 million come through the door. That could have signed anybody, any striker that was available in the market at the time.
But what we're saying is, Nick, there's no point worrying about that now. We look at that at the end of the season.
So when do we worry about it?
Well, when the end of the season.
But when we get to the end of the season, you'll all be saying, just wait and see. Like we did in the January transfer window, like we did in the summer. Just wait and see. Get to the end of it. You can't worry about it now.
But that's it. But this is the thing.
We can't worry about it. I mean, you can bang on and sit on about it and say what you want. And we should have got a striker in. We all know we should have got a striker in, but we didn't. So what can we do? Sit there and moan every week? Because no one was moaning when we was winning games and we was pushing up the table and we was scoring 3 goals each game and Jesse Lingard was on form and no one is even mentioning strikers there.
Mate, it was always, listen, if you look back at the times, we was always going to run out of steam. This squad is fucking way too small.
It was. That's it. And this is what we said.
Way too small.
When we get to the end of the season, and if we've not got into Europe, when we look back at the season as a whole, we know where the problems are going to be. We know where it's all going to stem from. We know that. This is the thing. We're in the situation now where we can't do anything to change that. We can't sign any players now. So the problem is we need to focus on the next 2 games and getting the 2 wins. And then if we don't get them wins, at the end of the season, we let the board have it. Because at the end of the day, as I said, there's games that Moyes has lost us. There's games the players have lost us. You know, you look back at Brighton at home, Moyes got it tactically wrong. Tonight, Moyes got it tactically right. The players didn't step up and win that game. That's what it boils down to. It doesn't matter whether we haven't got a striker or we haven't got this player. The players on that pitch are good enough to win that game, and they didn't. And the responsibility is on their shoulders. If they can't handle the pressure, then they've got to look at themselves mentally. Their decision making was piss poor. And that is the biggest problem we've got at the moment. We can't do anything about not having a striker because that was fucked in January when it should have been sorted out. Now the players on that pitch have got 2 games left to fucking sort themselves out.
Someone in the comments saying I'm licking arse. Whose fucking arse am I licking? I'm just saying that we can't sign anyone now. So I've said, and I'll say it again to the prick in the comments. Listen, I know we should have signed a striker. I wanted a striker, but we did not sign a striker. So what can you do? What can you do?
I've got a feeling that's a fake account, right? So I wouldn't even bother mentioning it.
No, but the thing is, that's
it. Just move on from him. Look at what the name of the account is. So forget about what he's saying. He's obviously in here just to spam it. So just ignore him, mate.
This is what I'm saying. I agree with Nicky. Yes, we should have signed a striker. We all know we should have signed a striker, but we didn't. My point is there's no point sitting here just going on about it after every. It seems like it's after every defeat or every bad result we talk about it. Because when the good times are happening, no one was mentioning about we needed a striker. So our squad is good. Our squad is not good enough to get in the Champions League. It's not. We've been punching above our weight. But are we good enough to break into the Europa League? Yes, we are.
Exactly.
I think we are.
100%. And listen, as I said, look, 2 games left. 2 games left. It's one of them. We just now pick up the pieces, go get the 2 wins, and then worry about everything else after that. As I said, we will give the people grief who deserve the grief at the end of the season when we look back and see where we've done. There's no taking away of what has happened over this season of where we've gone wrong and things like that, where things should have been spent and shouldn't be spent. But we look at that at the end of the season. Now we've got to be positive. We've got to try and look forward and get the wins. That's all it boils down to. The players on that pitch in the next 2 games, where we finish is in their hands, nobody else's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it boils down to everyone's buzzing after great results and good results, but it just takes like one bad result and all the negativity starts coming.
4 out of 5, right?
Well, I said that earlier, and you said about the form. I said that earlier. I know, but we're still in a good position. There's probably games this season that we haven't deserved to win, but we have grinded out results. It's because you're Nick. Look at your face. Look at your face. You're disappointed because we're not making the Champions League.
I'm not disappointed.
Well, you are.
Well, of course you're going to be disappointed. It's not that. It's not the performances. This time last year, we was fighting for relegation.
No,
I know, but it's not the performances. It's not. It's just the same shit all the time. It's just the same nonsense. It's that you're always looking at the end of the season, whether you're fighting for Europe or fighting for relegation, you're always looking at it saying, them cunts up the top could have done better. And I'm sick to the back teeth of them. I'm sick of them. Yeah, I'm sick to the fucking back teeth of them sitting upstairs. Hold on, let me talk. I come in here.
No, because you're just going to bang on about the ball. We know.
Yeah, because I'm fed up with it.
Yeah, but why are you banging on about the ball, mate?
So long.
Why are you banging on about the ball?
Sorry?
The performance today was about the players on the pitch. The players on the pitch did not sit there and make the right.
Look at the bench, mate. Look at the bench. What was on the bench to bring on?
Enough.
And that really?
Yarmolenko, Ben Rama. Yeah.
And he's good enough, is he?
You can only make 3. You know what I mean? You can only make 3 subs. And there's Yarmolenko. There's Ben Rama on there. Yeah, it's all right.
I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm trying to say is tonight isn't about the people upstairs. Tonight is about the players that were on the pitch didn't do enough to win the game.
Well,
boys.
If that's your view on it, that's your view on it. My view on it's a little bit different.
Yeah, but the thing is, I
don't disagree with your. I agree with what you're saying.
I think what Scott's saying is, we've all got the same opinions on the board, but it's like you want to just go on a rant about them now when it's not the ball. There's nothing the ball could have done on that pitch tonight. There's nothing David Moyes could have done on the pitch. It comes down to player. You're saying that Brighton was there for the taking tonight.
They were.
Yet them players that are good enough to do it didn't do it. So why are you going to start saying about the ball?
Lots of them are fucked. We're putting players into the positions, right? Like Declan Rice and Ogbonna that are just coming back from it. Declan Rice ain't played in 6 weeks.
But this
because there is literally no one else to fucking play in front of him.
We know that, and that's the thing. We're not disagreeing, Nick. We're not disagreeing with you. No, we're not.
We're not
disagreeing. What we're saying is, go on, Grace.
There's nothing but like Ryan said. What happened tonight weren't the ball's fault. It was down to the players. So
it was the fucking ball's fault. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It was the ball's fault because we would have had players in there to play. If they'd fucking invested money into the squad.
Okay, when we was winning and we was up to 4th in the league, was you giving credit to the board?
No, I wasn't, because we've done it in spite of them, Ryan. We've done it in spite of them. No, we have. I'm sorry, but we've done it in spite of them. We've run out of steam because he's been playing the same fucking 13 players week in, week fucking out.
Yeah, and they're the 13 players that have got us in this position.
Yeah, and they're fucked.
Exactly. We're
fuck.
Hey, lads, look,
You can see the fuck.
this is a conversation for the end of the season, I think.
Exactly, that's what we're
Rather
saying.
than now.
It is the fucking end of the
We're
season. We're a week away. Sorry, I've started a week early.
There's two
This is
games
what
left
we're saying.
yet.
No, Nick, you didn't start a week early, mate. You started about 6 months ago.
We're not saying, look, Nick, we're not saying you're wrong. No one's saying you're wrong. No one's disagreeing with you. We're all agreeing with you, but it's just there's nothing we can do about that now. You know, it's just on now. We've got 2 games left. There's nothing we can do about the people upstairs. There's nothing we can do with the lack of squad depth that we've got. That's all done. We know that. We know, as we said, at the end of this season, we can sit here and we can do an hour-long show how we've been let down and how the players have been let down. But for now, the players are the ones that have got us where they've got us and now need to get us over the line. That's what it all boils down to.
Yeah,
No, we've had a
no, go on, Grace.
the way we're talking, you'd have thought we were 17th. We've had a fantastic season so far. All right, we didn't get the win tonight, but that's football. Let's just look forward to the next 2 games, get the 6 points, get in the Europa.
This is what I'm saying. Like the next 2 games, this time next week, or not this time next week, play Sunday. But after the game on Sunday, we could be sitting there thinking, right, we've won our last 2 games. We're in Europa League. We could be sitting there saying, all right, we've lost both our games and we're not in Europa League. But look, at the beginning of the season, we'd have all taken fucking 13th, 12th, 13th place. Yeah. You'd have offered it to us. We've had a, you know what I mean? We've had a great season.
Fantastic. It's been fantastic.
But, let's worry about talking about what the board did and didn't do when the season finishes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, listen, even if we get into the Europa League, there's still going to be finger pointing towards that board. We know that. But now there's 2 games left. We need to put them out of our mind because we need positivity to flow and try and get these 2 wins now.
Well, I have a word with Positive Pat. Get it back.
No, it's just you know what, you could. I don't know, mate. I don't know.
No, but I don't know why we're getting out right. We drew tonight, but we're still sitting in 6th place. It's been a great season. I don't know why we're.
Listen, we've got the ump because we've missed out on Champions League.
Exactly. This is what I was trying to say.
Which at the start of the season would have been unthinkable.
Exactly. Start of the season when me, Nicky, and Dan sat down and done them predictions. I think I had us finishing the highest at 12th, if memory don't serve me.
I had us finishing at 8th, mate.
Oh, there you go. So Nicky had us at 8th. So Nicky's closest. So it was that was the expectations. Top of mid-table. Top of mid-table.
I think I said about 14th. I think, so
we just got to make sure
well above expectations.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we end the season on a high now. Try to get the 6 points this week, and then we can worry about next season. We just got to build on next season, on this season now. We have to.
Yeah,
and I know what you're saying, Nick, but I think the board know they need to, because I don't think David Moyes will stand for it. I think David Moyes will walk if they're not.
I'm with you, right? If he ain't backed in the summer, he's out the door.
Yeah, I will block him.
No, exactly.
And do you really think that players like Declan Rice are going to stick around if there's no ambition? And look, I'm not saying, and I said this on Friday Night Pint last night, we ain't got to go out and spend fortunes on players because you can pick up good players at decent prices. Look at Souček and Soufal. So we all want them big name players. Of course we do. And we all want to spend 60, 70 million on it. But we're not that sort of club that can do that at the moment. Not under these owners anyway. These owners are steady owners. They know what they can't go above a limit. Until, I was saying this to a Chelsea fan earlier. They were saying to me that if they won the FA Cup, this would be their 9th FA Cup, right? And we've only won 3. But up before Roman Abramovich coming to Chelsea, they'd only won 3 FA Cups in their history. So it shows what money can do. So don't sit there and talk to me about FA Cups, because
listen, look at Manchester City. That's all you got to look at. Look at Manchester City without the money. And that's what
that elite owner. Let's hope that one day we get that elite owner that can bring us that
fuck off.
Glory. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't think they're going anywhere fast. Not in the next season, anyway. So it's fingers crossed they do sell, because, as you said, we all want them to sell.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go on.
Do you know what? I won't mention a fucking another word. Not another word. I'll give them to the end of next season. Let's see what the position we are at the end of next season.
I love we won the league.
Listen,
We'll see.
we've got to look at it from a positive mentality. Forget about them upstairs. Look at it from positive. We're one place behind.
And you know what? I think
behind the
that's
champions.
what we have done this season. We have forgotten about upstairs, and we've just backed the manager and the team, and look what they've done for us. I mean, it'd be different. If the team would have been flirting around the bottom 5, you know, it'd be totally different. But I think when the team has done so well this season, I think all credit goes to Moyes and the players.
Yep.
Essex Hammer there, right, says I'd rather have GSB than Yanks, right? At least Yanks don't pretend that they're fans. That's all I'm going to say. At least they don't pretend that they've got your best interests at heart. Yanks and American owners, they come in and they make it quite clear what they're there for. At least they don't try and fucking lie to your faces. That's all I would say.
There are people out there, mate, and you got to
look at Leicester's owners.
I don't know why, but you know that they do like GSB and they think GSB are good for the club. You know, so you got to respect their decision as much as they.
No, I respect their opinion.
There are our opinions that we don't like them. You know, we see the negatives in them. I can't see many positives in them, if there is any. But some people do actually like them, and maybe, you know, it is better the devil, you know, because we could go and get new owners and they could be 10 times worse. But we have to. We obviously have to make that.
I'll be honest. If our new owners wise, you want owners like what Leicester have got. You know, you'd love to have what City have got, granted, but Leicester's owners seem to have the culture of the club.
Just tell me this, right? Just tell me this. Why are we the only ones, right?
Yeah.
And I'll ask this one question before we go. Why are we the only ones pleading poverty?
I don't, mate. I wish I knew.
How have teams like Leicester and teams like that got £100 million to invest into their training ground, and we're pleading poverty? Like, we're moaning about trips to Everton. Why is that?
Because they're run properly, and they've got a board that they've had, or a chairman that they've had, and the tragedy that they've had. You know, they've invested the right way. We've just had a sinking ship that's been propped up. And the people that are propping up are happy to keep bailing it. They don't want it to float. They want to keep it on that level where it's not sinking, it's not floating free.
The thing is, with Leicester's owners, they've got the interests of the fans and the club.
You've also got to remember as well with Leicester, they won the Premier League, you know, and they've sold a lot of players for a lot of money. Mahrez, Chilwell, you know,
Maguire.
Yeah, they've sold a lot. They've sold a lot of players, but it's the way. I think when you look at Leicester owners, it's little things that they do for their fans. You know, little things like this week when they send out packages to season ticket holders, like FA Cup things, and we've seen when we go to their ground, they give them free beers sometimes at away. It's little things like that fans appreciate. You know, so but look, one day hopefully we will have new owners and we'll all be a lot more happier. But listen, fuck it.
Let's just enjoy the rest of this season, eh? Let's just enjoy the rest of this season.
Oh, fuck me. This was a draw. I'd hate to see it if we lost.
But that's the thing. At the end of the day, we put it in perspective. We're disappointed that we didn't beat a under strength Brighton side. That's how we've got to look at it. That's the biggest thing tonight. We bottled it. The players bottled it. And you know, we're now making it hard for us.
Let's not discredit Brighton. Yeah, they played well. They made it. You know, they defended.
Yeah, they made it difficult, but we had better decision making. We win that game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you could see we was trying to play football round them with the little flicks around the corner. We were just taking too many touches at one point, and no one was willing to make that run into the box. And sort of this is where Antonio sort of let himself down a bit tonight. He wasn't making them runs into the box. He was sort of running out of the box, which listen, you don't want to do. But look, on another day, Dawson puts his head away, you know, and it's one of them games. It just wouldn't fall for us tonight. And do you know what? if one positive I can take out of it is we did get back into the game.
Yeah,
we didn't lose the game. And what they score on the 83rd minute, sound like 84th minute. So, I thought that was game over, to be fair. I was ready to turn the telly off and come and set up fucking post-match Pint. And I was ready to write the title, Brighton 1, West Ham 0, because I couldn't see us getting anything. But Ben Rama come up with that screamer of a goal. That, as Graham said, that was like a player who scored 10, 15 goals this season. It was a great strike. And look, Nick, before you come on, as I said, mate, if that gives Ben Rama a bit of confidence and he scores the winner on Wednesday and the winner next Sunday and puts us in Europe, then all them times that he's sort of let us down on the pitch, he makes up for it. Anyway,
you look like you centre and found a quid. Come on, mate. Smile.
No. I'm not disappointed. As I say, I've always said this, and you'll see, like over the last few weeks, is that I've always said no matter what happens, we've had a good season. We've had a really good season, and the boys have put so much effort in. It's just, it disappoints me that we've run out of steam. We all could see it coming. And every time we lose games like this, I just can't divert my attention from upstairs. What they haven't done for the manager, what they haven't done for the squad, what they haven't done for the fans, what they haven't done for the club. They sold us season tickets and this big dream to this move for with promises of what they would do. And every year they just seem to take a little bit more away. A little bit more every year. They don't do something every single fucking year.
Can I just say one thing though, Nick?
Yeah,
what you remember as well is that David Moyes was offered strikers in January and he didn't want them.
Yeah, but it's not down to David fucking Sullivan to offer him what he fancies. It's down to David Moyes to go and find what he wants. I'm sure if he was properly backed, Ryan, I'm sure that if he was properly backed and given the money, he would have found someone that he would have wanted. You can't tell me now there is no one out there that he would have wanted.
There was 2 strikers that he wanted that we bid for, and they wasn't accepted.
So bid more then.
But what can you do?
Bid more.
Yeah, but if we ain't got the money, you can't bid more. And the thing is,
why?
Like, because I just said if we didn't have the money, you can't bid more.
But who said we ain't got the money? Why haven't we got the money?
Well,
they told us that we would have the money.
As we said, we're going back now. That's a conversation to have at the end of the season.
No, but this is what I'm saying. If David Moyes was offered players...
I don't fucking believe it, why? If Crystal Palace can pull out as much money as us, we must have more. We must have.
No, but all I'm saying is David Moyes was offered a couple of strikers in January and he didn't want to take them. He didn't want players. He just didn't want squad players. His target
was the ones that David Sullivan offered him, Ryan.
No, but his targets wasn't available.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's available at a price.
Yeah, but basically what Moyes has said is if I can't get the players that I want, I don't want the crap that you want.
Exactly.
And that's what and you've got at the end of the day, you've got to respect Moyes for that.
And fair play to fair play to Moyes, because Moyes could have took a nobody and we might have missed out on Lingard, bringing him on loan. So
there wasn't a player out there that would have cost probably 40 maybe even 50 million. Let's even say £50 million on the forward. There ain't a player out there that Moyes would want for £50 million because we already had 25 from the sale of the other centre forward. So they've only had to put in 25.
David Moyes wanted Joshua King. West Ham offered money to Joshua King. Joshua King chose Everton. That's
right. Did they? I don't remember him offering
Joshua King come out and said that the other day.
And we dodged the bullet there.
Well, there must have been somebody available. There must have been somebody available. Why didn't we have any money? Every other fucker spent money. We ain't spent a penny.
No, exactly. And
that's made money.
That's what we said. That's the problem. And we'll look at that at the end of the season.
Okay.
But you did say you weren't going to say another word on it.
That lasted a whole fucking 2 minutes, didn't it? Anyway, the point of it is we should have signed a striker in January. No, I'm joking.
But that's it. We know that.
Anyway, look, it's 10 past 11 on a Saturday night. Fuck it. It's a point from a losing position. We didn't lose the game
2 games left. Positive thinking, positive attitude. The boys need to step up. So let's hope we see that in the next 2
No, is that why you're getting? What was you having a little drink on the watch along? Was you, Nick? Grey Goose?
No. I got that. I just got that in my bag.
I was going to say. I thought. Is that why you had a little drink starting on the board? Had a scotch on the side.
No, I haven't opened that yet. You wait till I do next week.
Go down the ground, get a big flag. Make sure you get a big flag. Go down the ground and start fucking chucking Grey Goose at the fucking peasants at fucking Golden Sullivan.
No, look, I know I'm a negative bastard. I just had enough.
No, it ain't about
it's too much for me.
We all feel the same.
Yeah,
we all feel the same. But I think, like, obviously, we come on here to just talk about the game.
No, I don't think post-match Pint is just talking about the game. It's getting your feelings out.
It used to be.
Yeah, but it's just getting your feelings out and getting your point across. And
maybe we need to change the title of the show then.
What?
Maybe we need to change the title of the show then.
Why?
Yeah. Post-match pints. Might Yes,
call it post.
What do you do at your pub then, Graham? Do you just sit there talking about the game and nothing else?
Well, you wouldn't know. You never go in the pub. That's what we just talk about.
Sorry, I was just seeing a comment. It could well be James Games has said Scottish your son's fault. Heard we ain't won yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just had enough. 10 years, man.
Anyway, Nick, how did that trip to Poland go?
Yeah, it's good, man. Spent 20 quid.
Come on, boys, let's round it up.
Go on, Nick. You can end the show, you miserable git.
No, go on, you do it. I can't be late. It's your show. You started it.
Fucking go on, silly bollocks.
You do it.
Go on, Gray, you do it.
Come on, Gray.
No, I'm not.
Go on, Gray. You got your new T-shirt on as well. Look, we've all got fucking. Well, it's the first time we've all had merch on.
Come on, Nick, do it. Come on, cheer
yourself
up. Come on.
Yeah, go on, Nick. Fucking.
No, fuck it. I'm not doing it. We'll sit here all night.
Nick, fucking flog some merchandise. Do something.
Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. You can check us, all of our merchandise. We've all got one on. Hey! In the link in the description down below. We'll be building up this week towards the final week of the season. We've obviously got West Brom on Wednesday, and then we've got Southampton on Sunday. Thanks for supporting us all season. We've really enjoyed it. We will be having an announcement quite soon once we get the venue sorted for the post-match. The Friday night Pint live. We are working on that. We're looking for a venue at the moment. I've made a cracking little video to get you up for it. So we look forward to giving you some details about that. And I look forward to seeing you all next season. But let's get this one out of the way first. Anything else left to say, boys?
Next season, you got 2 more games yet.
That's what I said. Let's get this week out of the way first.
Why are you not telling them you're looking forward to seeing them next season, but you got 2 more games? Say you're looking forward to seeing them Wednesday.
I look forward to seeing you Wednesday, but I'm looking forward to seeing you in person next season. That's what I meant.
Big week. Big week. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, say goodbye for fuck's sake.
Anyway, we're going to sign the striker in fucking January.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out all the fan cams that should be up and already by now. I believe Dan should be doing it. So, make sure you check all them out. We will be back. I'll be back with a preview. Hopefully, I'll get time in amongst changing nappies and bottle feeding. Me and Ryan will be back for the watch-along. Nicky and Dan. Me and Ryan will be back for the pre-match build-up. Dan and Nicky will be back for the watch-along for the West Brom game. Then we'll be on post-match Pint. There'll be fan cams after that. But, thank you very much. One thing left to say. Come on,
in January.